Hey, I'm Nancy Cavey. I'm a national ERISA and individual disability attorney. Welcome to Winning Isn't Easy. My dad was a World War II naval aviator who fought in the Pacific. After the war, he joined the family business Cavey and Sons Insurance Agency in Baltimore. He purchased a disability insurance policy through USF&G, hoping that he'd never have to stop working and apply for his disability benefits. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with leukemia when I was in junior high school. By the time I graduated from high school, he had made the difficult decision to stop work and apply for his disability insurance benefits. Our world was turned upside down. I know what it's like to be part of a family where the breadwinner is disabled and unable to work. I graduated from college in 3 years with the hope that my dad would live to see me graduate. But he died weeks before I graduated. He knew I was going to law school to help disabled policyholders and their families, just like you, to get the disability benefits they deserve. When my dad filed his claim, there weren't any books or podcasts about disability insurance. So as a way to honor my father, I've written several books, including the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. And I'm starting this podcast. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to your feedback. Before we get started, I've got to give you a legal disclaimer. This podcast isn't legal advice. The Florida Bar Association says I've got to say this. So now I've said it. But nothing prevents me from giving you easy to understand information and an overview of your disability insurance policy, the games that carriers will play, and what you need to know to get the disability benefits you've paid for. So off we go. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the 6 differences between group disability policies and individual disability policies that you shouldn't ignore. The myths that disability insurance policyholders believe about ERISA and individual disability insurance. And that today's myth is you're on a level playing field with a disability carrier. And last, I'm going to talk about the real life story about disability claims handling, the anatomy of a Reliance standard claim denial, and how a federal judge helped an airline pilot get his own occupation benefits for hepatitis C. When we come back, we're going to start our first topic.
Have you been robbed of your peace of mind from your disability insurance carrier? You owe it to yourself to get a copy of Robbed of Your Peace of Mind, which provides you with everything you need to know about the long-term disability claim process. Request your free copy of the book at caveylaw.com today.
Welcome back. I'm going to start off by talking about the 6 differences between group disability policies and individual disability policies that you shouldn't ignore. You may have purchased a disability insurance policy hoping that you, like my dad, would never need to use that policy. Do you know the differences between a group disability ERISA policy and an individual disability policy? You owe it to yourself to know the difference before it's too late. So what are the 6 things you need to know about group disability insurance? Unfortunately, in my opinion, group disability benefits are typically inferior as compared to individual disability benefits because they provide less in the way of benefits. They have limited coverage for mental, nervous, and subjective medical conditions. They've got offsets for other income, such as Social Security disability benefits, personal injury protection benefits, PIP benefits, if you've been in an auto accident, and even a personal injury settlement if you've been involved in an auto accident. There are also 3 other important differences. Group policies are renewed by the employer on an annual basis. So as a result, the terms of your policy can change, and even disability carriers can be changed. That can be a huge problem if you have a pre-existing condition and the disability carriers change. Do you have coverage or not? Group policies are typically not portable. Well, what do I mean by that? That means that you can't take the policy with you throughout your life or as you change jobs. Now, some policies do allow you to convert to an individual policy upon termination of employment, but that conversion privilege is very expensive. Number 6 is that group policies are typically governed by the Employee Retirement Income Security Act of 1974. That ERISA claims process is full of traps that can result in delay or denial of your claim. And if your claim is denied, the claims process requires that you submit all of your proof during the claims appeal process. You've got to exhaust your administrative remedies before you can file a lawsuit. And worse yet, that blasted group disability policy has what's called a discretionary clause in the policy that limits the ability of a federal judge to overturn a claims denial. And I'm going to talk about that more. Well, let's talk next about IDI policies when we come back.
Are you a professional with questions about your individual disability policy? You need the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. This book gives you a comprehensive understanding of your disability policy with tips and to-dos regarding your disability application that will assist you in submitting a winning disability application. This is one you won't want to miss. For the next 24 hours, we are giving away free copies of the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. Order yours today at disabilityclaimsforprofessionals.com.